How y'all feeling out there? You feeling good? Make some noise. I'm feeling great. Hey, you know what? This place has gotten packed. So.
All right, we're going to start this video by saying I'm at an airport. I'm not going to be able to clip a bunch of clips, and it won't be that toxic, although I got plenty of that. I mean, I have plenty coming up in store. Breakers have a bad future ahead. That's all I'm going to say. I will get into it in a video when I have more time. I can do it justice. But they all can't succeed. You know, they all can't be millionaires. They all can't be profitable. It's a bunch of young dudes that are lost, and they're finding this, and that's not going to be your career for life, ripping and yelling about cards. I know there's some more established breakers, but I call it a penny stocks from the 80s, Wolf of Wall Street, and you better believe there's a video coming. As far as my day three, after day three, 3 days of walking at the show, I mean, I probably walked 4, 5, 6 hours each day. I walked outside, maybe longer. So I'm starting to feel it, got a little tired. Today, I had 165 cash. That's what I was going to spend. So I started the day going to the Batman guy. He had a Batman PSA 2 rookie card listed for he had the sticker 225. I offered him the 165. He went the lowest, he went to 200, and I just wasn't going to pull out more money. I also had a dinner tonight with a Facebook group with 100 people. It was nice. It was nice. I mainly sat at the table. Random people, got to know all of them. It was really interesting. People picking up, buying cards at estate sales. People, all sorts of different ideas. Live auctions, like at a house where, you know, they're auctioning off everything. So really interesting. I also had just great conversations all over. I ran into a guy named Ryan. I think he's Randy Savage is his YouTube name. He's been commenting for a long time, watching for a long time. It was great chatting with him. He was at a booth. He works the show with a good friend of his. I was great to meet someone. I also ran into, believe it or not, Sports Card Dad. And we had a great conversation, literally a great conversation. I have my thoughts about his content, and he knows that, and he doesn't take it personal. He knows people, and he knows what works for him. And he also has some projects on the way. But it was a great conversation. Really, I think the off-centered guys, I just have to say, and someone mentioned this in the comments, they're good dudes. I mean, they are good dudes, no doubt. And so I got to talk with Flippin' Steve. I ran into him and Michael Ham again. That was really nice meeting you guys, talking with you guys. So today was more of a conversation day. I'm even missing some conversation. I talked to Brian Gray for a minute. It was nice meeting him, and I'm hoping we could chat soon. And then I had to, what the hell am I doing with my money? And I don't know. In the very end, I ran into some books. I don't know how this happened. And the books had the 1966 Batman Raw in pretty good condition. I think I spent I don't know if he got me on the price. He even gave me a 10% discount. It feels like I still overpaid. I'm going to have to figure that out when I get home. I paid $143 for 28 cards. So whatever that means, it's about $6 a card. And most of them were listed between $4 to $6. I don't know how I got that high. Anyways, I might grade them, I might not. I mean, there's not a ton of value in the 5s or 4s or 6s of this stuff, but they are in pretty nice shape. I mean, they're probably a 4, 5, 6, you know. I mean, they present better than that, but that's just what they're going to grade. So I'll show all my pickups at another time. I'm at the airport right now. Anything else I want to mention today? Day 3, the smell started kicking in. I don't know. By the way, AC worked great. Internet was a little slow. I think for the most part, it still worked. At Front Row Card Show, I've never had a problem people taking Zelle. The national, the 4 or 5 dealers I asked about Zelle, no, they did not take Zelle. They were cool with PayPal. Most of them wanted Venmo, but Zelle was not an option. But day 3, the smell, it wasn't overwhelming, but depending where you were walking, there was definitely a hint of something. The end of the day was spent going to a dinner before I came to the airport with this Facebook fire sale vintage group. Great group, probably the biggest vintage group on Facebook. There's 100 of us there. The guy that runs it all is just great. Enjoy talking with him. It was all good vibes. I got sat next to a guy that lives in Japan. He's white. He was stationed in Japan 20 years ago. Lived there for the last 20 years. He buys and sells Japanese vintage cards. The guy next to him, his buddy, is out of Arizona. He's a viewer of the channel, so that was really cool. We got to talk quite a bit. He's a dealer. He sets up at shows. I think he does this full time. He also is a full-time student. What I find fascinating is if you were to just look at the newest advertisement or, hey, the new downtowns featuring Saquon Barkley, it's such a insignificant thing in the grand scheme of cards. I mean, it just is all this new stuff. It's just the new hype and to sell. And I'm going to make a video about the National. I think it's going to run long. I might make a separate video just on the whole breaking thing, and I really see the comparison to these kids in the 80s, these men in the 80s who were lost. They were sold a dream, sell these things. They're fools. They don't know what the hell they're selling. They just want the money. It's the blind leading the blind, and I just don't see a good future. And maybe I'm wrong. Most people will say, hey man, it's lasted this long, but I just see a bunch of young 20-year-old dudes who are thinking it's the easy way and it's a grind and you're probably not going to make a huge living. Are you going to bring home 60, 70, 80K as one of these pawns in a breaking business, or even breaking yourself? I just don't see it being a career for all these guys. And the bigger the big breakers get, there's less room for all the other breakers. And maybe you want to be an employee there. That's cool. And I see that can be turnover for young 20-year-olds. But eventually these guys are not going to stay doing that. Not everyone's going to win. Anyways, for another time. Overall, I had a blast at the National. I'm walking away not feeling euphoric, but thinking. I mean, my mind is just processing everything I saw, and I'm going to process some more, and I'll share with you my findings. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.